Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 17 of Track Talk. Man, oh man, they keep clicking off, and they're clicking off pretty quick. Coming into this one a little bit looser than normal. Sorry, my mic's probably blasting out. Don't really have a script we're going to follow or nothing like that. We're just going to wing it. Hi, Miss Lori, and joined by always Mr. Mark Arthur. You're not leaking through. Mark, how you doing, brother?
Good. How much so?
I'm doing good. So, Mark, you've actually turned a few laps tonight, earlier today during practice. What's your outlook and how you looking forward to Las Vegas tonight after you tried to set up and everything?
Probably going to be some right front tire wear. Seems like it's kind of eating that off here a little bit. I guess it all depends on how you're driving it. But it seems like about 28 laps on fuel, and I guess we'll have to double stint one set, I think.
Have to stretch out one set of tires, and we're also joined by Mr. Butcher Benjamin. Butcher, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I just came from that same practice session, and yeah, it's if you can get 28 laps to run, then you should be just good enough to make it on 5 stops.
And we have 4 sets laying on the pits.
Yep. Well, 166 laps is their race distance. So,
are you?
But like Mark's saying, it's going to be about managing the right front tire and keeping it out of the fence, really, especially off of turn 4. It reach out and grab you if you're not careful.
What's the calculator say, Mark? I saw you.
5 laps would be 33.2. So I think you gotta have to double stint one set.
That's what.
Yeah, you'll have to double stint one set, but
5 sets. Yeah.
At least it ain't like last week. Double stint twice. I don't ever remember how to do it in this league. Do y'all? You remember basically being forced? Oh, Charlotte. That's right. I want to ask you about Charlotte. So we
got that coming up in a few weeks.
Yeah, that's going to be our longest race of the season, Mark. Charlotte, no extra tire sets, nothing like that, right?
Nope, 4 all year.
So that's gonna be interesting. And shout out to you, Mark, for fixing Lori's driveway today. What'd you do? Talk to me.
Had some ruts washing down in it.
Is it Wait, what now? What'd you say? Sorry,
She had some ruts washing down in the middle of the driveway. Been happening quite a bit, so I've been over there a few times.
Then all the water kind of runs through there and piles up.
Yeah, with all the rain we've been having, it was rutted.
All right, well, let's get right into it. We have basically 2 segments today, guys. We have 50-50 and the Track Talk Pick'em of the week. Wasn't able to really do a lot of research today, so we're basically winging it. So let's cruise right over into 50-50. Let me get my phone pulled up here. As kind of fitting, too. We're going to Vegas, 50-50 chance, gambling a little bit, you know. But let's see what we got right here. Get rid of that. Alrighty, first one goes to you, Marky Mark. Which driver has more top 10 finishes this season? Corey Rutherford or Kyle Wellman? Taylor's always to you. You can chime in as well. I don't know why I try to tee it up to Mark.
Probably gonna go Kyle Wellman.
All right, Mark locked in Wellman. What about yourself, Butcher?
It's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with Kyle too.
Well, y'all are both incorrect. Corey Rutherford has 3 top 10s compared to Kyle Wellman's 2.
Oh wow! I guess I gotta assume since he actually has a win.
Right.
I don't know.
All right. Battle of the MFRD guys here, Taylor. Which driver has the better average starting position? Derek Paulson or yourself, the Butcher?
It should be Derek because I've been saying the past few weeks my qualifying hasn't been on point this year that much, so I'm going with Derek.
Mark, what do you think? Mark sat so still, I had to go see if he was frozen. That's how. I don't know if he was blinking right then. Like he was sitting. I legit had to go down there and make sure he was not frozen. Mark,
I'll go with Derek.
And which?
No, I'll go with Taylor.
Taylor. You go with Taylor, and Taylor, you went with Derek, correct?
Uh-huh.
So this one was close. 11.28 compared to 11.5. Derek has the better starting position with 11.28 to 11.50. That
Oh,
was real
hopefully
close.
after tonight that stat gets reversed.
I mean, how
but-
close that is, you could definitely flip that stat. All right, which driver has completed more laps, Joshua Rutherford or the guy's name I always butcher, Andy Polisky?
Linsky. Yeah.
Yeah, what he said. Which driver has
Who-
completed more laps?
Who's the two?
To you,
No, who's the two driver? Who's the other
Oh.
driver?
Josh
Polisky and
Joshua Rutherford or Polisky.
Josh is usually here. He usually finishes. I'm gonna go with Josh.
Copy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Josh too. I think didn't Andy miss a race recently?
He
Yeah, I
did.
don't know. I think
He did.
missed a
He
couple
he he had two short that I missed. That's what made this so interesting. So y'all are correct. Josh is correct with 2,641 compared to 2,564 for Andy. I thought Andy was going to be lower than that because he has had two less races. That kind of tells me maybe Josh had a race where he may have wrecked out and didn't get to complete very many laps. All right. Number 4, which driver has more top 5 finishes this week, Mr. Aaron Bockover or Brian?
this week.
This season.
And officials?
Yeah, and officials. No, and this season, top 5 finishes. Aaron Bockover or Mr. Brian Zimmerman? Now, we went over Zimmy's last week.
That's
I'm
for you, Taylor.
I think
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Aaron. I mean, it's hard to judge since he hasn't been here in forever, but I think when he was here,
Jimmy
running
missed a lot too, though.
right?
Jimmy missed a lot too. I probably go with Zimmerman.
What about you, Taylor? Who did you say, Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Aaron.
So Bockover has 2, Zimmy has 1. I thought y'all remember that. Zimmy, I asked that same question. Y'all knew he had 1 if you remembered, right? But
Yeah, it was Daytona, I think.
Yep. All right, number 5 to Mr. Mocky Mark. Which driver has the best average finish? Brad Collins, Amanda Sherman.
Oh, are we now? Are we only counting the races that they've raced?
Whatever they've ran in, just their average finish.
Yeah. I don't know. Amanda sticks it in there. I'd try to go with Amanda.
What about
Yeah,
you, Butcher?
I think so as well. Yeah.
Thought I would stump one of y'all on that one, but I guess
Or
not.
she's gonna pick Amanda.
Amanda with the 19.3.
I mean, you're right though, Mark. I mean,
Right.
sometimes she does get wrecked out, but she
She's really good about
stays
finishing.
in and finishes all the laps she can get. So
Right.
loyalty.
Yes. So Amanda with 19.36 compared to Brad's 20.25. But Brad has missed a lot of races too, so I see why you asked that question, Mark, about that.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Taylor Butcher Benjamin, who has more incident points this season? Sam Lawson or Larry Bell? Governor's in
go
the
with
chat
Larry
too.
on that one.
Shout out to
I might-
Governor. Go.
I might be wrong, but I think I'm gonna go with Larry on more incident points.
All right, you're going with Belsky. What about yourself, Mr. MacArthur?
I'd go with Sam.
Sam Lawson. So, all right,
Yeah.
so it is Mr. Lawson, and now Lawson's missed a few races too. So Sam, Governor, you're listening. Chill out. Carrying up some equipment. 125 compared to 102 for Bell. So I mean that ain't that bad off.
Because I know there's been a few where it seemed like Larry got caught up in every single wreck out there. It might like Pocono.
Larry has the worst. If it's storming at all, and I'm in Larry's area code, I'm terrified because he has the
Larry
worst.
be in the pits and getting a wreck on the
That's what I'm saying.
backstretch.
I mean, he has the worst luck imaginable.
Yeah.
I see your comments too, Sam. Well, I got you, brother. We got this. I got it. All right. Number 7. Which driver has received more bonus points in BPO this season? Paul Ellison, Kyle Wellman. I don't remember who was teed up, so let's go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Paul.
I'm gonna go with Kyle because Kyle likes to change his tires early and shit and get up there.
Kyle Wellman, 30,
Tough.
35-25. Mr.
Huh.
Kyle Wildman Wellman. All right.
He
back-
likes to get them. Oh, we don't do halfway points
No.
anymore, but he does like to get up there and lead and all that kind of stuff. So
Well,
it's probably
I
worked
know
out.
Paul had a really strong start to this season.
He has.
Finishing top 10 almost
He's a-
every week, but recently his luck has been going.
All right, back to the negativity. Which drivers have received more penalty points on the scoring this season? Tom Morosco, Joe Alberico.
I'm going to back out of this one because I heard you. We talked about some of that earlier.
Oh, yep.
Well, penalty points. Well, that includes
Integrity.
incidents and
Integrity, Sam. You heard that from Mark? Sam,
going with Ty.
All right, you're going with Ty, and Ty leads.
Right.
I know for a fact how many well, not exactly how many, but I know he's at least at the close to the top as far as incident points, and then the deal at Bristol.
About the top.
He is the top with 134 to Joe's 114. All right.
Well, you say penalty points because that includes most race infractions too.
So Mark, I was putting this list together talking to Mark, and I was like, Mark, does penalty points, does it count like incident points too? And he said yes. So then I kind of had to bust the bubble of what I was asking about. That's how he knew the answer to that one. All right, number 9. Which driver has the better average finish thus far of the season? Mr. Brian the So Stiller D's or Michael Hamlin?
I go Hamlin on that one. Hamlin's been doing pretty good this year.
Hamlin has been hella fast this year. And I don't never say hella, so that's gross. He has been fast though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mike on that one too. I mean, both of them, there have been a couple times where they both kind of threw away good finishes.
Been involved in stuff.
Pit incidents.
Pit incidents.
But I'm still gonna go with Mike.
All right, so y'all are both correct. Mike Hamlin with a 10.20 compared to 12.12 for Mr. D's, the So Stiller.
I still can't remember if I know Brian missed last week. Because he's on a cruise. I'm not sure if he'll be here tonight.
All right, this one's directed to Mark first. Which driver? I had to scour the list for this one. Which driver has the better average starting position? Chris Carroll or Mark Arthur?
Didn't we do this last week?
No, we didn't. Nope.
I think it's to me. I've had pretty good on the polls and stuff.
You have. Butcher, who do you got?
I think I'm gonna go with Chris. So
you going with Chris? I don't know, Mark. This changed or not? Where'd you qualify at Gateway? Do you remember? Or whatever? Yeah, Gateway.
Didn't do good. I didn't do well at Gateway.
Okay, I think that swapped y'all because I remember I said on the show last week. I said you were leading it, and it was pretty cool. You just need to get your finish. So that question was more directed to Mark to see if he remembered or not. But now it's Chris Carroll with a 5.42 to your 6 flat. So still really freaking good to be top 6 for both of y'all. That's pretty impressive. I don't know.
Oh, and by the way, I want to do it on the air.
God! Last time we went on the air track talk. Oh my God!
I want to apologize to Chris again for that BS that went on in the restart. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to race him tight.
Very bizarre looking though.
I know he can blame that on netcode and whatever, and say he shouldn't be that tight or whatever. But it's a green white checker. We're both trying to get
you're
everything
both
for each other, and
that on each other.
Weird, and
it was
one
of the most.
For it. Yeah,
like I told him, I told you, it was the most bizarre thing I saw. I didn't.
I mean, it allowed me to win the modified class there at the finish. So
there you go. There's a silver
no
line
hood. I still have my front splitter, but no hood. But I beat Jamie to the line for 5th.
So it seems he's under understanding, and he might be watching. If you are high, Chris, it seems that he thinks you turned into him. I told him that. I mean, I watched your cockpit, and the wheel never turned. If anything, it looks like he kind of comes up. He comes over, but
that car,
it's
in
just
his defense.
The neck
in his defense, every time we would hit the gas, that car would kind of like veer off to the right. As soon as you hit the gas, you kind of have to turn it left to keep it straight. So I don't know if because we were so close, the minute he nailed it, if the sim registered him, his car just that pull to the right, and it got us together. I don't know, but it does kind of pull to the right a little bit when you would just nail the gas. So I don't know if that's what caused it or not. Maybe it caused that, but I know for sure I didn't go to the left.
Right.
But I mean, I did a little bit to get close to him, but then we were straight, and I don't wreck people, man. I don't do it on purpose. If it's an accident, it's an accident. But
this wreck, even with y'all being in the front row late in the race, this wreck would have never even been spoken about other than, hey man, I'm sorry from both drivers. But it's the fact that it happened to happen with Chris and Mark.
Right,
It
right.
just makes
And
it
I
that
think
much
he
worse.
thinks there's bad blood there. There isn't with me. I've
I
told
think
you it
I
100
think
times.
I think y'all both. I'm glad I'm saying this
Yeah.
for both y'all. I think y'all both harbor not bad blood, but resentment, kind of. I think both of y'all kind of do. For whatever reason, I think y'all need to just get into a room and talk it out. Like just y'all two, just hash it
I'm
out.
fine with Chris. I'm fine with Chris. I don't know if he's fine with me, but I'm fine with Chris. I mean,
Right.
we talked about that.
I
What we
like
talked
both of
about in
y'all.
that one
It
show,
puts me in
but-
a weird
Yeah.
ass spot between y'all. Cause I like both of y'all. I'm friendly with both of y'all.
Right.
So I mean, I wish though. I mean, I wish y'all could. Like I said, just get into a room and hash out. Y'all both are grown men. Y'all both. I've had problems with both of y'all or arguments, we'll say, and I can come to both of y'all. We'll squash it, and then we go on about our business, and we're back chopping it up normal. You know, like
Right.
that's what I wish y'all could do, but it don't involve me. So I just watch from afar. But like I said, that wreck itself was not that big of a deal. Y'all junked a bunch of cars. Y'all did junk a
And
bunch of cars.
Always done it. If I feel like that I'm at fault, I make it public, and I try to do it over the air. I don't do it in DMs. I try to do it over the air. I'll do it 2 or 3 times, just like I did to him last week. So I want to do it again, document it on air, apologize to him again, because I did get at fault for that, whether anybody thinks I needed to or not. And I told Garrett, don't ever second guess that. If it's even close and I'm involved, give it to me.
That's why he's race control.
And I'm okay with that. So, just wanted to do it on air and apologize, and whatever fault it was of mine, I apologize for it, because it did wreck not only Chris and myself, but a lot of other
A
cars.
lot of cars. I mean, y'all turned. So Taylor said he led the modifieds. Well, Mark and Carol put a lot more modifieds in your group. There's a lot of cars got torn up in that one.
Yeah.
Which was kind of crazy, but I guess it's to be expected. Leaders wreck. All right, so Sam's been hitting on it this entire time. We'll spill the beans a little bit. Race Chatter coming to you live every Saturday night. It's going to be a podcast, video cast, pre-race show style show, and I talked to Sam about it months ago. I was like, dude, I want to do this. I think I even talked to you about it, Mark. I've asked you for overlays, that kind of stuff for it, and I soon realized I was like, man, I can't possibly make this what I want it to be or what I can think of it to be in my head. So I asked the one person who I know does a show already and has an audience already does this every Monday night. Just put the filler out there. I said, hey, would you like to come over here and do Race Chatter? Be the man. I'll help you any way I can, but you're the man, Race Chatter. It's your baby. You run it. You do the thing. I'll help you any way I need. So Mr. Corey Sherman is coming on board to do Race Chatter on Saturday nights. It will be coming in September. He might be able to put in a chat whatever date he has in his mind. I know we touched on a Saturday in September, so it's going to be completely unleashed. It's not going to be completely off the rails, but it's uncensored. I mean, Mark will be at home there on that one. I won't have to tone Mark down at all on a show like that. It'll just be a 4 of us on there having fun so far. Myself and Corey are the 2 confirmed guests. I've had a few tell me they want to do it. I'm just waiting to talk with Corey and Sam to see what they both think about the other people that's coming to me, and then we'll basically go from there.
I still doing
By
that
a
too,
couple
or-
times.
Do what? Y'all both talk
ahead.
together.
Go ahead, Taylor.
Oh, I was saying I wouldn't mind coming over there a few times
Right,
when I
let's-
can.
That's kind of what we want. We would like to have. So the ideal world in my head, now Corey may think different. I'd like to have 3 guests that are there almost weekly, every single week, and have one guy, maybe even 2 guys on a random week, kind of rotate in. Very similar to Shop Talk, what they do on TNA, right? So go ahead, Mark. What was your question?
No, you had asked me to do it with you before.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you still wanted me to do that.
It don't matter. I mean, it's up to you. It's up to them. It's if you want to do it, absolutely.
Now, are they still going to do shop talk? Or are they just going to move
think-
to Saturdays?
I don't know 100%. That's a Corey question. If I had to guess, Shop Talk's going to stay. Because I want to help him enough with the new show to where it don't feel like a burden to him, to where he has to get rid of Shop Talk, right? I would have never asked him if I would have thought Shop Talk had to go away. Because Shop Talk's its own deal. And
Well, they only got 3 people on there now, so I didn't know what he was going to do with that.
yeah, but I mean, that's something everybody looks forward to in BPL. And I hope everybody looks forward to Race Chatter, honestly. I mean, it's going to be, it'll be about BPL. It's going to be about sim racing in general. True Sim Productions does a lot of different leagues. My league, Cricket Line, Front Row. We may talk about them some. We could talk real life. Hell, I even said it last week. We may even talk politics. You never know. It's unleashed.
No,
Anything,
no, you
anything
don't want to
want.
do that.
No, we won't.
Better-
But I'm saying that
Better not have me there if you do that.
we won't. We actually will not do
Be
that.
a
But
4-hour show.
that's how far we can go. Like, there's no limit to how far we'll go. We don't-
Unfiltered.
It's unfiltered. But let's
Is it
see.
going to be on TSP or is it going to be on Corey's?
It's going to be on TSP. So we're basically just bringing Corey.
Sam's okay with this?
Yeah, Sam, are you okay with this? Make sure. Look at the chat. He's been spoiling it the whole time. Didn't even give me my moment to shine up here, Samuel. He's in the chat with us right now, so he can unmute and talk. See if they drag or not. He probably ain't got nothing between his legs. Let's hear. But anyway, so Butcher, would like to have you come on whenever you want. Obviously, we'll probably bring over some Stump the Butcher as we just lost Mark. 1 second.
I'm still here. You did that.
I click buttons and mess stuff up. There we go. Well, we may pull some segments over from here just to kind of do, but it's not going to be nearly as structured. But all right, so that's my spiel, Sam, about race chatter there. Rick and Fred on Shop Talk tomorrow night, so that'd be pretty cool. Just saw that in the chat. We got 5 minutes, boys. Let's get through Pick'em, and then we'll go ahead and freelance a little bit, and then we'll close up shop. But so last week for the True Sim Productions Track Talk Pick'em, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin got him another point with his pick of John Perkins, who finished 4th at Gateway. Mark picked Chris Berg, who finished 10th, and I must have gave Zimmy the quitter's effect because he finished 33rd. He left fairly early in the race, had some issues. So
Hey, Chris Berg had finished 10th with no sound, mind you. He lost his sound about partway through the race.
Chris Berg had no
Makes a little
sound.
more sense.
Yep. Lost his sound partway through the race is what I heard.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So bringing Mark's total to 8, myself I'm 5, and Taylor the Butcher Benjamin got him another point, sitting pretty with 2 points.
Am I picking first or?
You are. Look at the chat. Sam said, I said as long as it's labeled as explicit.
Well, it'd be labeled.
Well, let's see. Based on these people that I'm unable to pick, yeah, I'm gonna go a little. I don't know if I should say off the board, but I guess somebody different.
Bro, we're deep into the season. We are all off the board now at this point. I hate to be that way, but I might get picked at a track like now, huh?
I'd say an interesting dark horse. You know, he ran well at Chicago, be it on a different strategy, but whether he still was pretty fast. Mr. Kobe Sutphin.
Kobe Sutphin. I like it. I like that pick a lot. Looking at the stats, whenever I do the 50-50 restarts, he looks like he's had actually a really good season. Like when I think he's kind of brand new, maybe not brand new, but kind of new to the series for sure. All right, Mark, you got a pick. No, go ahead,
I'm
Taylor.
sorry.
No, you got
I was saying based because I've run against him in a couple other leagues, and he seems to be pretty good, particularly on the 1.5 miles. So I remember a particular race at Homestead where he wore me out on a long run.
Oh, so
after I led the most laps, but he
wore him out on a long run. Yeah,
wore him out.
You can see where my and Mark's heads both went. We're sitting there like this, like, oh yeah, wore him out, huh?
Ooh.
God.
Ooh.
Anyway,
all right. It is. Let me ask this too: is Kobe part of like with Mike Hamlin in them, or am I just imagining?
Yeah,
stuff? Okay.
Yeah, he is.
I thought so. I thought they had like kind of the same number font. I believe they do, which is pretty cool. So.
Well, that's Mike's old number itself.
Oh, okay.
He's missed a lot. He's missed a lot. So we better hope he shows up.
All right. Let's see. My pick. You got a pick, Mark?
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, but do you have a pick in your head already?
Not really.
That was me. That's why I had to look at the list. I'm just stalling right now trying to find a pick, actually, if I'm being honest. My pick is going to be... If I picked him.
I've actually already picked my pick, so I'm going to have to...
I'm going to go Chris Berg tonight. I feel like he's a heavy hitter that kind of came in the season once the season was already started. And
hey, bring that back up.
He's a heavy hitter. So I'm going
his
with Chris
first
Berg.
race out, he won at Michigan.
Right. So it's good to have those heavy hitters sneak in here late. And that's no disrespect to anybody else on the list. Like I said, we're getting to the point of the season where I might be picked, so you're getting far down the totem pole. We're 18 races in already.
You know, season has gone by rather quickly
Who you got, Mark?
as you cover his face.
Trying to
I have to so you can see it. That's why I was trying to make sure he wasn't frozen.
trying to see who I haven't picked. Getting deep.
You know, that's,
I can
that's
make
a
them
good
bigger. You want me
list.
to make them bigger for you?
No, I'm just out of the people I have picked.
I know.
I'm trying
I'm
to
being goofy. I was calling. It was
pick
an
who
old
I
joke.
haven't picked.
It's a tough part of the week for me, bro. Just making a pick here.
Who did? Let's see, Chris Burke, Kobe Sutphin.
We both got really good picks. So you need a home run pick right here.
I'm gonna go with Paul Ells.
That's a good pick, man, because Dalton. I'm so sorry, Taylor. Holy cow.
Oh
Dalton's
my
name
gosh.
is right there. I'm sorry I called you Dalton. I would never want to cuss anybody out like that ever. But I'm just playing. Paul has had a great season. Like you said earlier, he started off on a tear. Like, was on a legit tear to the point where I put the points in one night and I messaged Mark. I was like, dang, Paul's having
Like second at one point, I think.
yeah, like we're talking top. He would stay top 10 in points for a while, and he's still up there. Like, I don't know where he's at now. So one of y'all can pull it up in Discord. Eighth?
Right.
Right.
See. No, it's schedule. I want standings.
Hey,
Yeah,
Eighth.
he's eighth. Yeah, he gained a spot. Oh,
Ahead of
because
Jamie.
Brian wasn't here.
Ahead of Jamie Walker. I mean, and that's no disrespect to Paul, but Jamie Walker, his name holds a little bit of weight in BPL and iRacing, you know. All right, let's do something we ain't done since we're actually a minute over, but give me your pick tonight, Mark. Let's all put a pick. Besides, like, pick them, just pick who's
To
going to
win?
win. Yep, win the race, and then we're gonna close up shop.
well, Chris will be tough tonight.
Which Chris? Let's clarify now. We got
Carroll.
Berg, Carroll.
Chris Carroll, he'll be tough at a cookie cutter track like this. Jamie's going to be tough. Jamie's pretty good at
Every track.
Las Vegas. Yeah. That's a toss up between those two, man. I mean, that's what I think. But
All right, let's
probably
swerve.
Chris.
So you say Chris? Give me a dark horse.
Probably
Dark horse contender. Cookie cutter.
Paulson.
I like it.
I was gonna say Derek as well, because especially how the setup is.
So your pick tonight's Derek Butcher.
I would say yes.
So my pick's Dalton Kilrow. He won this race last season. You know who led the most laps last season, Taylor? Come on,
Probably
stats.
Jamie.
Come on, stats. Nope.
Wasn't it Jamie?
Nope. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin led a race high 49 laps. Gruenberg was still racing with us. He led 42.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Vegas was like in the middle of the season.
It was like race number 4 or 5. It was really early in the season. All right, guys, we are going to close up shop. Sam and
Where's y'all's
Terry.
dark horses?
What?
Where's y'all's dark horses? I'm the only one picking dark horse.
Oh, my bad. Okay, sorry.
My dark
Taylor.
horse was who I said earlier, Kobe.
Toby.
Something.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it.
All right, I'm going.
Why not?
I'm going to go Mark Arthur tonight just because I truly feel it. I'm not even saying that because you're sitting here.
Man, now I'm wrecking.
Yeah, probably. My dark horse for Vegas, I almost said Texas. I was thinking wrong track in general. My dark horse for Vegas would have to be. Man, is he really a dark horse?
Oh, I thought you were going with Dalton. You said Dalton.
Yeah, I switched up on you though. Dalton is my favorite. My dark horse will be. I don't know. Can he be considered Brian Dees? Is he considered a dark horse?
I'm sure.
Well,
I mean,
tonight he will. Tonight is a dark horse because I don't think he'll be there.
All right, Ty Morosco then.
You can be real
Yeah,
dark.
he's gonna be a real dark horse. All right. My dark horse is Ty Morosco. Boom. All right, boys. Thank y'all for being here as always. Until next time, we will see you. As I forget what I was going to say. Sam and Terry will be live, True Sim Productions, over on YouTube in about an hour or so, live from Las Vegas. So until next time, thank y'all for tuning in. As always, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. We'll see ya.
Peace. He says he's here.